And we are back for the second half. Apologies for some technical difficulties. But the second half has just kicked off. We are a mere minute into it. No action missed. Speaking with both coaches at halftime after what was an impressive showing from the Stompers, who really dominated possession in the first half. Coach Medina, Coach Sierra, incredibly happy with his team's performance, saying we just have to keep on going, not make any mistakes. If you make mistakes, it's like quicksand. You make one, and then you start sinking, and then you try and get out, and you start sinking deeper and deeper and keep second-guessing yourself. He says if they can keep playing this mistake-free football, they can win this game. No changes for either side. Meanwhile, the Aguiluchos coach, much confidence in his team, saying he's not making any changes either tactically or to the lineup, given a recent rash of injuries that has affected both teams. And he says, mark my words, we are getting the win today. So he certainly has no shortage of confidence here. The Stompers, the superior team in the first half, though, as we stop for an injury here. Trainer's not needed. And play resumes. Barry now on the attack for the Stompers. Barry trying to race it down. And he can't get there. He gets there first, but no one else to assist him. And the Aguiluchos deal with the threat. Now it's Koulibaly racing against Ronsley. Koulibaly wins that foot race. And the Aguiluchos get the ball on a throw-in. Mahic coming in, pressuring Gonzalez, the goalie, and he gets the ball out quickly. Aguiluchos still with possession. Trying to move the ball around. Freer. Long ball into the box. The only one there is Leon. Or correction, that is Boots. And Boots eventually manages to hit it out looking for Barre. Takes a deflection. And it'll go out for a Stompers throw. Aguiluchos have the ball on the back line. It's played out to Chavez. Chavez looking for a man upfield, tries to find Maldonado. He can't. And the Stompers are back on attack as Mahic gets it around the Raya. Mahic, one guy to beat. He's got Gomez in the center. Gomez gives the ball up. And Gomez can't quite get his shot off, and eventually Cabeza clears it away for the Aguiluchos. Another great opportunity to put a shot on the goal, and the Stompers can't come through in the final pass. Aguiluchos on the ball. It's Hatifi. Hatifi passing over to Chavez. Chavez over to Maldonado. And Maldonado crosses it into the middle of the field. No one there. Beret picks it back up. He's got Mahic to play to. Mahic manages to stay on sides, chasing this ball down into the box. Mahic at the near corner flag. His cross gets deflected, and the Aguiluchos kick it out. Maldonado on the ball gives it up to Freer. Freer up top looking for Ronsley. Ronsley, the backdoor pass back over to Maldonado. Back to Ronsley in the central area. Racing the ball down is Middle Miss, but he can't get there. Stompers on the attack it once again. It's Gomez on the far side of the field. Pass it over to Kehoe. Kehoe gets it out to Boutron. Boutron over to Gomez. Gomez over on the wing to Beret. And Beret's shot in from the top corner is deflected by Gaffori. And it'll go out for a Stompers throw. It's Freer on the attack now for the Aguiluchos. Gives it up to Ronsley. Back to Freer. Passed over to Santiago. And it's Freer giving it out to Chavez. Chavez crosses midfield. He passes the ball up to Santiago, up to Maldonado. And back over to Middle Miss. Middle Miss moves it out to Ronsley. Ronsley trying to make something happen. And Escobedo makes the diving save, punching the ball away and out of danger. Ronsley, Middle Miss up. And Middle Miss puts it in the back of the net. Escobedo diving for it. But Middle Miss's header just placed perfectly right next to the left post. Nothing Escobedo could do about it. And the Aguiluchos take a 1-0 lead 10 minutes into the second half. And there is that mistake that Coach Sierra was talking about. And now the Stompers, after dominating much of the first half, will need to come out and regroup and try and make something happen and get a better chance here in the second. They'll have a good chance here off this free kick. Free kick can't produce anything, and Ronsley now kicks it up to Middle Miss. Middle Miss and Beret now fighting for the ball. Middle Miss kicks it up looking for Ronsley. Escobedo coming way out of the box, and he kicks that one away and out of bounds and away from danger for now. Middle Miss on the ball near the far corner flag after the throw in, and now it'll go out for a corner. And a chance for the Aguiluchos to double their lead here. Corner comes in. Leon trying to get to it first. He does, nudging Gafori off the ball. And now the Stompers are on the counterattack. Mahic races out. He's got no one in front of him. It's a 4-on-2 opportunity as men come back for the Aguiluchos. Ball goes out to Vasquez. Vasquez brings it down, passes it off to Gomez. Gomez sends the ball into the box. Mahic not in the best position, and Gafori heads it away. A long clearance up for Middle Miss, and Middle Miss eventually bounces it off Kehoe, and it goes out of bounds, and the Aguiluchos will have a throw in on the near sideline in front of the Stompers bench. Stompers in control of the ball, but being very tightly pressured by the Aguiluchos. And eventually a clearance goes out for Stompers throw in. Now they're back on possession with Boutron. And Boutron gets tangled up unfouled. He got tangled up with the feet of Santiago. Not a malicious foul, but a foul nonetheless on the tackle. And 15 minutes gone by here in the second half now. We have officially reached the hour mark. With the score Aguiluchos 1, Stompers 0. And on the free kick, the Stompers can't find the equalizer. Middle Miss being chased down by Boots. Ball being played very close to the back line, or the back sideline. Stompers get possession, and get possession taken right back as Vasquez tries to pass it. It's intercepted. Stompers on possession now. It's Maldonado. And Maldonado, pressured by Vasquez, eventually coughs up the ball. It's Leon trying to pass up to Mahic. And instead it's Araya who gets ahead to it. And Ronsley lurking dangerously close to that Stompers back line. Eventually Kehoe sends one all the way back to Escobedo. And Escobedo sends it up to Boutron. And Boutron takes too heavy of a touch, and it'll be kicked well off into the bushes by Edwin Chavez. And eventually the ball ends up back with Gonzalez. It's Boutron kicking it up to Beret. Beret flicks it up to Gomez. Gomez is shoved off the ball by Chavez in the box before he can get any kind of shot off. And the Aguiluchos defeat yet another Stompers attack. Koulibaly with it in the back. Gives it over to Vasquez. Vasquez out to Boots. Boots over to Osborne. Osborne, one of the two players that Coach Sierra especially made note to praise at halftime for the performance in the first half. The other, of course, being Escobedo. The two newcomers to the team. Escobedo had been seen in practice, as did Osborne, and the coach was happy that these two, quote, kids can really play. Some of these guys, they come out, they can kill it in practice, but they can't come out. They come out for a game, and they just can't perform, end quote. Instead, both of them performing here. However, that's Osborne who gives up the ball there. And the Aguiluchos fighting and eventually win possession. Beret pressuring the goalkeeper Gonzalez. Gonzalez fakes him out. And uses the opportunity to get forward and send a booming kick up looking for Maldonado. Aguiluchos on possession, chance to attack now. Freer sends a shot into the box, and it goes all the way across the goal and out on the left side. And play resumes quickly on the goal kick from Escobedo. Butrón surrounded by Aguiluchos defenders, who managed to kick the ball out, but it'll be a Stompers throw-in. And then Beret, trying to chase the ball down, gets fouled by Araya. And it'll be a very opportune moment now, as the ref gives Chavez a talking to for delaying the game after the free kick ruling. No discipline issued, however. And the free kick comes in and is immediately kicked back out. And cleared by the Aguiluchos. But Butrón still on it for the Stompers until he's dispossessed there. And now Freer will try and keep control for the Aguiluchos. Long ball set up. Ronsley trying to chase it down. Instead it gets kicked by by Leon. There we go. All the way back to Escobedo. And he sends it back out, but on the pressure. And near disaster avoided there, as Maldonado did not have good footing and slipped. He had a chance to get forward after a quick turnover for the Aguiluchos, but instead the Stompers managed to avert any kind of danger. Stompers trying to make something happen, but instead the ball goes out of bounds. And despite the scoreline, the Stompers doing very well in terms of possession and making passes, but in the attacking third, struggling so far in this game. And the Aguiluchos just able to get business done, leading to the first and only goal so far in this game. Stompers still working on the ball. Managed to steal it back. Butrón. And Butrón gets fouled, and the referee says it'll be another free kick. The Stompers need to try and turn one of these set pieces in. And this one will not be turned into any sort of attacking chance. Kehoe and Butrón managed to steal the ball away from Maldonado. It's Osborne on it now, passes it back to Coulibaly. Coulibaly sends the ball up, but it's deflected as he tries to kick it. And Freer manages to get it away, and now it's Ronsley on attack, being chased down by Coulibaly. On the other side, he has Maldonado. And the ball goes out for a corner kick. Nope, goal kick. as Ronsley couldn't make anything happen on it. Goal kick comes up, headed along from Kehoe to Mahic. Beret in the attacking area, but Mahic loses the ball and the Aguiluchos are back on it. They have Ronsley on one no, that's Middlemiss on the wing. Ronsley in the center, Maldonado on the far side. Middlemiss comes into the box, pass it up to Ronsley. Ronsley can't get a clean hold of it. And the kick. Narrow disaster averted, as the Aguiluchos had a chance. Everyone was beat, but Maldonado couldn't finish it, and it clanged off the right post. But now it's Ronsley dangerously close in the box, and Escobedo turns him away as he tries to fire a shot to the left post with the left foot. And Escobedo turns it away from the goal and sends it back out. The Aguiluchos still on possession in the attack, though. And the last few minutes have been all Aguiluchos trying to get a second goal in this game. Cross blocked by Leon, and the referee says it used his hand. Aguiluchos appealing, saying it was inside the box. But the referee is not pointing to the penalty spot, instead saying, nope, this is outside. And this will be a free kick from the near corner of the Stompers box. Aguiluchos with a chance to extend the lead to 2. Free kick taken, and Santiago's free kick hits off the left side netting instead. Good power to it. Escobedo guessed it all the way. But the accuracy just off, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick. Beret trying to race it down, but it'll be with Chavez. Maldonado to Hatifi, and Hatifi just sends one up that is eventually corralled by Kehoe. Stompers back on the ball. Osborne, Kehoe switches the field looking for Boots. Boots gives it over to Osborne, who gives it back to Escobedo. Kehoe dispossessed by Hatifi. Hatifi has men forward, gives it to Maldonado. Kehoe coming back, fighting for it. And Kehoe manages to knock Maldonado off of the ball and get it out for a goal kick and avert any more danger to his side. 20 minutes remaining as we hit the 70th minute in this game. Osborne lets that ball go to Gomez. Gomez in the middle of the field, passes up to Mahic. Beret making a run. He's still onside. Beret holds the ball back, then gets it for Gomez, and the through ball sent with too much power, and Gonzalez gets to it first. And another chance, as Beret says, that's my bad. And another chance gone for the Stompers. Aguiluchos back on possession now. It's Hatifi in the corner of the box. Leon defending. Hatifi's cross comes in looking for Ronsley. And they'll say that the ball deflects off of the Stompers. It looks to be Boots who has the deflection. Just 19 minutes to go now. Corner kick comes in. Too far for Mahic. It's Boots who defends it first, and then it gets cleared out. And Beret trying to chase down the clearance. Beret manages to get to the clearance. Can he beat Gonzalez? No, he cannot. And Gonzalez sends it back to his defense. But the pass is intercepted by Boutron. And now there are men forward. And the through ball looking for Gomez, as Beret was in an offside position and had no choice but to just step out of the way. And then Gomez can't get to it first, and Gonzalez once again gives it back to his defenders. It's number 7, Jose Cabeza, on the ball. Cabeza gives it up to Santiago. Santiago flicks it on. It's briefly deflected, but to the feet of Freer, and he gives it up to a teammate who's got options in the box. Slide tackle comes in from Leon, then is hit off Vasquez. Vasquez can't manage to get to it. Leon is still down, as is a Stompers player, an Aguiluchos player. And they're calling for the trainers as the collision looked particularly nasty. And both teams have guys warming up as the Stompers still trying to regroup after falling down a 1-0 hole 15 minutes into the second half.
At 7 p.m. as we host our Golden Gate College rival, Sacramento Gold FC. Visit us online at www.stompers.com.
And the trainer's bringing a man off for the Aguiluchos. Undetermined yet if he'll be subbed out of the game or just taken out momentarily. It is number 18, Ahmad Hatifi, who is hurt. But he looks to just be getting looked over by the trainer, and he looks fairly okay. Barre gets the long ball, and he's got defenders around him. Pass it off to Butron. Back to Barre, who's now free and clear. Brings it up, looking to get into the box. Can't handle it, and the pass to Butron is errant and kicked away by Freer. And they'll be out for a throw-in for the Stompers now, who need to make something happen quickly here in the 75th minute. And Mahic manages to bounce that one off of an Aguiluchos player and out for another throw-in in the box here. Kehoe looking to wind up for a long throw-in in the attacking third. Kehoe winds up, sends this one in, looking for Mahic. It's too high for him. And it gets cleared out for yet another throw-in in roughly the same spot. So the Aguiluchos will get a chance, the Stompers will get a chance to do it once again. Stompers throw comes in now. Once again headed out. And this time is kicked upfield. Wansley trying to track it. Headed away by Leon. Osborne comes down with it. Butron to Kehoe. All the way back to Leon. And Leon gives it out to Vasquez. And Vasquez out to Gomez. And Gomez taking it up the sideline. The ball is kicked out. And the Aguiluchos will be back on it. Barre Trying to make something happen in the near corner now. Shielding the ball, has managed to keep it in, and eventually gets kicked out for a corner kick. And now it's a set piece opportunity for the Stompers with time winding down in the game. And it's Gomez to take the free kick now for the corner kick now for the Stompers. Corner kick comes in. Koulibaly trying to reach up to get to it, but he can't. And it's the Aguiluchos on the counter attack with Maldonado. Maldonado passes it out, trying to switch the field over to Middle Miss. And it's intercepted by Koulibaly. And now it's with Boots, and Boots' pass gets intercepted by Ronsley, and it's a 3-on-2 opportunity with Middle Miss with the ball for the Aguiluchos. He sends the shot up. And wide left. Miguel Santiago can't get there, and it was too far for Simon Ronsley. And this will be a turning point in the game. A handball called, and the referee points to the spot. And this is a handball in the box. A key mistake by Salad Ghafouri. And now the Stompers will have a chance to equalize in this game. Some debate on who's going to take the penalty kick, and eventually Jesse Kehoe, the skipper, comes up to the spot. It will be Kehoe versus Gonzalez. An equalizer on the line. Here in the 79th minute, Kehoe runs up, takes the kick, tries to chip it, and it hits off the crossbar! And then Kehoe tries to bring it back down! Kehoe tries to head it down into the goal, and Gonzalez defends it. And Kehoe is down on the ground. Unclear whether he's injured. The trainer is coming on. And a key mistake in a key moment for Jesse Kehoe. He tried to chip the keeper. He guessed correctly, but he couldn't put the chip on line, and it bounced off the crossbar, and Gonzalez was able to get back in time to deflect the header out of the way. And now Middle Miss on the attack for the Aguiluchos. It's Maldonado passing off to Freer. Freer in the center of the box takes a shot. And Escobedo manages to deflect that out of the way. Another great save today from Escobedo. And it'll be a corner kick now. Corner kick comes in, no one can get to it. And now it's a foot race between Ghafouri and Koulibaly. Ghafouri wins, and he has the ball in the corner. And a slide tackle as Maldonado tried to bring the ball around, and it'll be Utron who's called on the foul. No discipline. Quick free kick comes in. Ronsley has it in the corner of the box, and his shot goes right into the awaiting arms of Escobedo. And the Stompers still trying to find an equalizing goal. Stompers, it's Vasquez on the attack, and Vasquez gets thrown down. by Araya, and Araya will see the match's first yellow card. And Vasquez pleading for the red, saying it was a goal-scoring opportunity, but the referee books yellow. And it'll be a free kick opportunity now. Eight minutes remaining. A missed penalty kick, the difference between a 1-0 game and a 1-1 tie right now. And this free kick will be taken by committee. It's Koulibaly, Gomez, and Boutron. Against the wall of orange Aguilucho. Whistle blows in. Boutron, the last man. Boutron tries to hit it, and his strike can't come down in time. It had enough loft to clear the wall, but it didn't drop enough, and it'll hit off past the crossbar and out behind for a goal kick. And another lost chance here in the 84th minute for the Stompers to come back and equalize in this game. Stompers still trying to fight to find an equalizer late. Kehoe kicks it all the way back to Escobedo. He has time on his side. No press coming from the Aguiluchos. Pass it up to Koulibaly now. Koulibaly out on the wing to Boots. And Boots sends it up to Mahic, and Mahic isn't fast enough to get there. And it'll go out for a throw-in for the Aguiluchos. Leon manages to snuff out that attack, and the Stompers trying to get back on the ball. And they'll get the ball back with a free kick as Osborne goes down. And play resumes quickly as we enter the 85th minute now. And the Aguiluchos get the ball back. Maldonado out on the wing. Maldonado fighting with Boutron and Gomez, and Boutron draws the foul. And now it'll be another free kick opportunity for the Aguiluchos late in this game. And Ronsley almost manages to get one. And now it'll be a Stompers mistake. A Stompers handball. And going to the spot this time will be 2016 NPSL Golden Boot winner Simon Ronsley. Going up against the keeper Escobedo, who was just instated by U.S. Soccer today for this match. Handball call, I believe, to be on Vasquez. And now the Aguiluchos have a chance to go 2 up. And Rawnsley puts this one through the back of the net. And it hurts for Escobedo. He guessed to the left. And Rawnsley kicked it to his left. So the ball went to Escobedo's right. And there was just nothing he could do. And with 3 minutes remaining, the Stompers now sit 2 goals down. And what was a promising first half has crumbled to dust here in the second for the Stompers, who will bring on a substitute now as Boutron comes off the field. Stompers get play resuming. Coulibaly beats Rawnsley to the ball at midfield, but the Aguiluchos manage to get possession, and Middle Miss passes the ball up. Middle Miss on the ball once again. Sends a long one into the box and over the face of the goal. And we've come to the 88th minute. In what will go down as a bitter defeat here for the Stompers. They fought hard in the face of adversity in this game, but it was simply not enough to overcome a few key mistakes. And in the end, failures in the attacking third will be what do them in here. As the Aguiluchos will claim another 3 points as they race out to the top of the table in the Golden Gate Conference. Ball goes back to Escobedo, a man who has played well, but caught a few unfortunate breaks in his Stompers debut. And Coulibaly passes that ball up to Vasquez. Eventually it goes up to Kehoe from Osborne, and Kehoe loses the ball. Kehoe on the ball now. Gives it up to Mahic. Mahic in the box. Chased down by 2 defenders. Mahic, the physical presence he is still on the ball. And eventually that physicality draws the foul, and it'll be a free kick going the other way now for the Aguiluchos in the waning moments of this game. And the fourth official has signaled for 4 minutes of stoppage time in this game. Ball comes in from Maldonado, and Maldonado tries to hit it on the bounce, and instead it'll sky well over the goal. Maldonado was open on the wing, couldn't make anything happen with it. Vasquez flicks it over to Mahic. Mahic trying to make it. And instead his shot gets deflected by Cabeza and goes out for a corner kick. Stompers hustling, still believing in themselves in this game. Corner kick comes in now, and Mahic can't get to it before Gonzalez, and Gonzalez sends it out all the way up to Rawnsley, And Ronsley being chased down by a Stompers defender. And Koulibaly also coming to support. He manages to round Koulibaly. And now is pulling the ball back to the corner. And eventually he kicks it out. And it'll be a Stompers throw right next to the flag. And the referee says to Koulibaly, no, the ball was kicked out at the flag. And now it'll be Leon who comes over to take the throw. Throw-in comes in, and the Aguiluchos get possession with middle miss. And middle miss gets dispossessed. And then it's Chavez who launches one over the goal line. And the goal kick comes down almost exactly in midfield. Mahic can't get to it. Aguiluchos get the ball back. Two defenders calling for offsides. The referee says no. And it's Escobedo who comes out instead to deal with it. And the Stompers will leave this game still searching for their first NPSL win this season. And while they've been bitten with the injury bug, they will have some relief as the next 2 weeks they are on bye before they take on Napa Valley 1839 FC on May 13th in Memorial Stadium up in Napa. And Napa Valley was part of a 2-2 draw last night against the Sonoma County Soul, featuring an 89th minute goal to equalize for Napa. However, that franchise also still looking for their first win. And this game will come to an end with the Aguiluchos coming out on top 2-0 off of a middle miss header and Ronsley from the spot. And at Pioneer Stadium, I'm Thomas Viola signing off.